Imagine finding a penny in your loose change, and realizing it's worth up to $3 million. Yes, you heard that right. $3 million. Sounds like a fantasy, right? But it's a reality for a rare 2009 no-mint mark Bicentennial Lincoln penny. And today, I'm going to reveal exactly how you can identify one of these life-changing coins, and why people are paying insane amounts for it. So, don't even think about skipping this video, or you might just miss the key detail that turns pocket change into a fortune. In 2009, the U.S. Mint released the Bicentennial Lincoln penny to honor Abraham Lincoln's 200th birthday. But amidst the billions of pennies produced, a rare, no-mint mark variation slipped through. These coins, specifically from the Philadelphia Mint, can command astronomical prices today. Now, you might be wondering, why would anyone pay millions for a single penny? Well, the answer lies in its rarity and historical significance. Collectors go wild for coins with unique errors or limited production runs. And when it comes to the 2009 Bicentennial penny, certain characteristics, like missing mint marks, double dies, or pristine condition, turn these tiny copper discs into massive paydays. Think about it, $3 million from one coin. If that doesn't get your heart racing, check your pulse. And here's where it gets really exciting. The next $1 million penny could be sitting in your coin jar right now. Alright, now let's get to the fun part. How do you spot one of these rare coins? First, you'll need to look for the 2009 date without a mint mark. Philadelphia pennies don't carry a mint mark, but not all are valuable. The key is in the details. There were 4 unique reverse designs that year, representing different stages of Lincoln's life: the log cabin, his formative years, his professional life, and his presidency. But the big money often comes from specific minting errors. Look closely for doubling in Lincoln's features or the inscriptions. Grab a magnifying glass and check for unusual textures or letter distortions. One collector recently sold a similar penny for nearly $3 million because of a distinctive doubling error. And here's the kicker: some people toss these coins into coin-counting machines without realizing their worth. Imagine walking past a coin star and knowing there's potentially $1 million coin sitting in that reject tray. Now that's the kind of luck we all want, right? So, why are these coins skyrocketing in value? The answer lies in the coin-collecting community's growing fascination with modern rarities. As more collectors enter the market, demand for unique pennies has exploded. And when demand rises while supply stays fixed, prices go through the roof. In 2024 alone, auctions have reported record-breaking sales for 2009 Bicentennial pennies with rare errors. And here's the wild part: many of these coins were sold by ordinary people who simply took a closer look at their change. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but what if I don't have one of these coins? Well, here's a little secret: other modern pennies are also fetching tens of thousands of dollars. And the next big discovery could be yours. So, before you dump that jar of pennies at the bank, take a closer look. The next time you hear someone say, "It's just a penny," remember, one tiny coin could be your ticket to a life-changing fortune. And if you're curious about which other everyday pennies are selling for thousands, stick around for our next video. You won't believe which coin from the 1980s is now worth more than a new car. See you there. Realizing it's worth a staggering $2.8 million. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, today, we're uncovering the mystery behind the elusive 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, a coin so rare it's turning everyday people into overnight millionaires. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you might just start checking every penny you come across. Now, you might be wondering, what makes a 1981 penny so special? It's just a regular coin, right? Well, here's the twist: not all pennies are created equal. The 1981 Lincoln penny, without a mint mark, holds secrets that even seasoned collectors are still trying to unlock. It was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which typically doesn't use a mint mark. But here's where it gets interesting: certain variations of this coin contain anomalies that have made them worth more than some luxury homes. Now, before you go digging through your couch cushions, let me explain what makes this penny so extraordinary. Speaking of extraordinary, let's talk about the key features that determine whether your penny could be worth a fortune. And trust me, these details are worth remembering, they could literally change your life. First, let's look at the surface. The 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln penny that fetched millions had an unusually sharp strike and a flawless copper appearance. Sounds simple, but here's the kicker, even a minor imperfection can drastically reduce its value, and then there's the weight. This might sound like we're getting into coin nerd territory, but trust me, the difference between copper and zinc can mean the difference between a penny worth 1 cent. Or one that could pay off your mortgage. Now, here's a wild thought. Ever wonder why some coins skyrocket in value while others gather dust? Well, it's all about supply and demand. And with these 1981 pennies, the scarcity combined with their historical quirks has ignited a collector frenzy. Quick quiz, what's the weirdest thing you've ever spent a penny on? Comment below. You never know, you might just inspire a future millionaire. So, we know what to look for and why it matters. But here's the big question. How can you cash in if you find one? If you come across a 1981 no-mint mark penny that fits these characteristics, don't just toss it into a coin jar. Instead, get it professionally graded. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions have seen bids skyrocket for these elusive coins. And here's the best part, the record sale. A mind-blowing $2.8 million. Now, imagine what that kind of money could do for you. Paying off debts, traveling the world, securing your family's future, all from one penny. And these pennies are still out there, waiting to be discovered. So, the next time you see a penny on the ground, don't just walk past it. Pick it up, check for that missing mint mark, and remember, your path to millions could be hiding in plain sight. Want to learn more about rare coins hiding in your pocket? Hit that like button, subscribe to Pawn Stars Coins, and turn on notifications. Because we're just getting started uncovering the secrets of America's most valuable coins. Your fortune could be 1 penny away. Are you ready to find it? Waking up one morning, rummaging through a jar of pennies, and discovering one that could be worth $2 million. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, brace yourself, because the 2015 no-mint mark Lincoln penny might just turn that dream into reality. Yes, a coin minted just a decade ago could now fetch you a fortune. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for in your spare change, and you won't believe how easily you could strike gold. Coins are everywhere, in your pockets, between couch cushions, and let's be honest, some of us even find them mysteriously in the car's cup holder. But what if I told you that one of these ordinary-looking 2015 Lincoln pennies, without a mint mark, could be your ticket to a millionaire lifestyle? Now, before you roll your eyes and toss that penny jar back under the bed, consider this. In recent years, collectors have paid staggering amounts for rare coins just like this one. Why? Because minting errors, rarity, and collector demand can send value soaring. And the 2015 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is no exception. So, what makes this particular penny so special? Well, here comes the twist, and trust me, you won't want to miss this. This penny, minted in Philadelphia, comes without a mint mark, as expected. But a select few were struck with unusual anomalies, double die errors, off-center strikes, and even high-quality specimens with pristine finishes that collectors are desperately hunting for. Imagine this, a simple penny with a doubling effect on Lincoln's eye or the date can instantly transform its value from a single cent to hundreds, thousands, and yes, potentially millions of dollars. Here's a crazy fact. A 2015 Lincoln penny with a subtle double die variation recently shocked the coin collecting world when it sold for an eye-popping 6 figures. And experts believe there are even rarer specimens still out there. So, if you think rare coins are only from the 1800s, think again. Speaking of errors, did you know the US Mint produces nearly 13 billion pennies annually? Imagine the pressure on those machines. No wonder a few oops moments slip through. But these tiny mistakes could mean a massive payday for you. Now, let's talk about what you need to look for in your own coins. So, how can you identify the jackpot penny? First, grab a magnifying glass, and no, not the toy one your kids use to fry ants. Look closely at Lincoln's profile. Do you see any doubling around his eye or the date? That subtle shadow could mean your penny is a fortune waiting to be claimed. Next, inspect the lettering, particularly Liberty and In God We Trust. If the letters look slightly shifted or duplicated, congratulations, you've just unlocked a potential goldmine. Now for the numbers that will leave you speechless. While regular 2015 pennies hover at face value, some with rare minting errors have already sold for $5,000, $10,000, even over $100,000 at auctions. And experts predict that a pristine, high-grade specimen could command up to $2 million in the near future as collectors scramble to secure these modern rarities. Still skeptical? Well, remember the 1970s Lincoln penny that sold for over $24,000? People thought it was impossible until someone found one in their change at a gas station. So, yes, that humble penny in your hand right now could be your financial game-changer. So, what are you waiting for? Grab that old coin jar, search through your spare change, and keep an eye out for that elusive 2015 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Because while most people ignore their pennies, the smart ones know better. And who knows? The next time you hand over a coin at the checkout, you might just be giving away a fortune. Subscribe and stay tuned, we've got more hidden coin treasures coming your way. But for now, happy hunting. Your millionaire moment might just be one penny away. What if I told you that a single penny could be worth $1.8 million? Yes, a single, ordinary-looking penny from 2016 could change your life forever. Sounds crazy, right? But hang on, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what makes these pennies so valuable and how you might already have one hiding in your home. Now, before you go flipping over every penny in your couch cushions, let's talk about why a 2016 Lincoln penny with no mint mark could be worth a fortune. The U.S. Mint produces billions of pennies each year, but every so often, a few slip through with rare errors or unique characteristics that send collectors into a frenzy. Imagine this, a regular 2016 penny is worth just 1 cent. But thanks to an ultra-rare minting error and high demand from collectors, some of these coins are now valued at up to $1.8 million. Why? Let's break it down, and trust me, you won't want to miss what makes these pennies so special. Hey, quick question, when was the last time you actually paid attention to a penny? Exactly. Most people don't. But after this video, you'll never ignore loose change again. So, what makes these 2016 no-mint mark pennies worth so much? It all comes down to a few critical factors: errors, condition, and collector demand. First, the error. The 2016 no-mint mark penny was supposed to be struck in Philadelphia. Normally, Philadelphia pennies have no mint mark, so why is this one special? Because some were struck with a doubling effect on the date and lettering, a rare minting mishap known as a double die. And collectors are willing to pay astronomical sums for coins with this kind of error. Second, condition. Collectors want pennies in pristine, uncirculated condition. So, if you've got one that looks like it just came from the bank, you might be sitting on a goldmine. And finally, demand. Coin collectors are always on the hunt for rare, high-grade errors. As more people jump into the hobby, competition skyrockets, pushing prices even higher. Now, here's the kicker, not all 2016 pennies are valuable. In fact, there's a tiny detail that could mean the difference between a penny worth a fortune and one that's only good for a gumball. And I'll reveal that detail in just a moment. Alright, so how can you tell if you have one of these million-dollar pennies? Start by checking the date, 2016, and look closely for doubling on the numbers or letters. Use a magnifying glass, the doubling might be subtle but unmistakable. Next, check the surface. A valuable penny will have a sharp, clean strike and minimal wear. And if you think you have one, get it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Authentication is crucial if you want top dollar from serious collectors, and here's why you need to act fast. As more people learn about these rare coins, the market will become flooded with sellers, and prices might never be this high again. Imagine realizing too late that your million-dollar penny is now only worth a few thousand because you waited too long. Okay, let's be honest, you're already planning to check your penny jar right after this video, aren't you? Good. Because if you don't, someone else might beat you to it. So, there you have it, the 2016 no mint mark Lincoln penny. A coin that looks like every other penny but could be worth a life-changing $1.8 million. Don't ignore your spare change. Your next penny might just be your ticket to financial freedom. Before you go, drop a comment below if you've ever found an unusual coin. And remember, subscribe for more tips on turning your spare change into serious cash. Happy hunting! Did you know that a single 2017 Lincoln penny could be hiding in your pocket, worth up to $1.60 million? Yes, you heard that right. 1 cent. Potentially turning into a life-changing fortune. So, before you spend that penny on gum, stick around to find out if you're holding the golden ticket to financial freedom. Imagine this, you're digging through an old jar of coins, the same jar you've ignored for years, and suddenly you spot a 2017 penny. Looks ordinary, right? But what if this humble coin could unlock a small fortune? That's exactly what happened to a lucky collector who cashed in big when experts confirmed their penny's staggering value. Now you're probably wondering, what makes this penny so special? It's not magic, though it might feel like it. The 2017 Lincoln penny with certain minting errors and pristine condition has become a modern-day treasure. Specifically, rare errors like double dies or off-center strikes make these coins exceptionally valuable. And the best part? They're still out there, waiting to be found. Let's talk about what sets these million-dollar pennies apart. First, check for a double die, letters that look slightly blurry or doubled, especially around the word Liberty or the date itself. Next, inspect the mint mark D for irregularities. And don't forget to look for that glossy, uncirculated sheen, which can skyrocket the coin's value. Now, here's a pattern interrupt for you. Ever feel like you missed your calling as a detective? Well, here's your chance to crack the coin collecting case wide open. And trust me, finding one of these rare pennies beats solving a mystery any day, especially when it could add 6 or 7 figures to your bank account. But wait, we're just scratching the surface. So, where do you sell a $1 million penny? The secret lies in top-tier auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers Galleries. These aren't your average garage sale setups, they're the epicenters of rare coin trading, where collectors battle with their wallets for historical gems. And here's the kicker, time is running out. As more collectors catch wind of the 2017 penny's value, the market gets tighter. The next big sale could happen tomorrow, and that penny might just be sitting in your coin jar, waiting for you to discover it. Now, take a moment. Picture yourself, holding that rare 2017 Lincoln penny. Imagine the auctioneer's gavel hitting the table as the final bid hits $1.6 million. What would you do next? Pay off your house? Travel the world? Or maybe start a collection of your own? So, don't wait. Check your coins today, because that tiny penny might just turn your ordinary life into an extraordinary one. Would you believe me if I told you that a simple 2020 Lincoln penny, one you might have tossed in a jar or spent without a second thought, could be worth up to $1 million? Yes, a penny, worth more than a luxury car, more than some homes, more than most people earn in an entire year. Now, before you start tearing apart your couch cushions, stay with me. Because in the next 10 minutes, you'll discover exactly what makes this penny so valuable, how to identify it, and why collectors are willing to pay jaw-dropping amounts for it. But here's the kicker, most people throw these pennies away without knowing what they've lost. So, are you about to find $1 million penny in your pocket? Or will you let it slip through your fingers like countless others? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know the signs to look for, and you might just be the next lucky seller to cash in. So, what makes this penny so special? It's all about the errors. The 2020 no mint mark Lincoln penny from the Philadelphia Mint has a rare variety that sends coin collectors into a frenzy. And no, we're not talking about a lucky penny blessed by a leprechaun. We're talking about legitimate minting errors, mistakes that turn ordinary coins into extraordinary jackpots. Now, let's break it down. First, the double die obverse, DDO. Look closely at the date and the word Liberty. If the letters look slightly doubled, you've got a potential goldmine. Second, the floating roof error. On some of these pennies, the roof of the Lincoln Memorial appears disconnected. Sounds weird, right? But to collectors, this weirdness means serious cash. And finally, the off-center strike. If Lincoln's face looks like he's trying to escape the coin's edge, congratulations, you might be looking at thousands, or more, but here's where it gets really interesting. Not all valuable pennies show obvious errors. Some look completely normal, until you know what to check for. Stay with me, because up next, we'll reveal the tiny detail that can turn a penny worth 1 cent into a payday of 6 or even 7 figures. Now, here's the moment you've been waiting for, the hidden detail that separates million-dollar pennies from the rest. That it's called die clash marks, ghostly impressions that appear when coin dies collide without a blank planchet between them. These faint, out-of-place images can transform a 2020 penny into a collector's dream. Imagine holding a penny like that, knowing that a piece of metal smaller than your thumb could unlock a life-changing fortune. But here's the harsh truth: most of these pennies are still out there. Collectors are snatching them up, and every day, more people become aware of their value. The window of opportunity is closing. So, when was the last time you actually looked at your spare change? Because right now, you might be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it. And the best part? You don't need a metal detector, a fancy safe, or a PhD in numismatics. Just a little attention, a curious eye, and a few minutes to check your pennies. So, go check your change jars, your old wallets, even the cup holder in your car. And when you find that 2020 no mint mark Lincoln penny with the right errors, remember, you're not just holding a coin. You're holding potential wealth beyond your imagination. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone who might have a hidden fortune in their pocket. After all, knowledge like this is worth more than gold.